Let's take a new file to discuss about the timer class methods. Let's change the stage size to 640 by 480, and then let's save the file. Save timer methods. Let's click save to save the file. Now let's make the rulers visible to create guidelines to find the center point at the stage. I just took one vertical guideline and horizontal guideline. I just log the guides so that guides will not get disturbed. Now let us draw a circle from the center point, change the color to gray. Drawing circle. Now let's select the circle again. I want to draw the other circle top of this current circle. Let's create a new layer and then draw this circle. Now we see two different circles. Now select the upper circle and let's take the same fill color and let's increase the stroke weight of inner circle. I just wanted to fill linear gradient in inner circle stroke. Now we need to choose the gradient transform tool to rotate the gradient which is inside inner circle stroke. We could see the rotation of the gradient, and now we can change the colors from color panel. I just want to change the stage color to white. Filling with that light gray color. Inner and external circles both are filled with light gray color. Alright, here is the design. Now let's log the layers and let us create a new layer. I just want to import images. Go to that file, import to stage, and select 4 smileys. Click open. All the 4 images are imported, and let's place each smiley icon in different directions as I'm showing here. Alright, all the 4 icons are placed in 4 different directions. Now I'm trying to apply stroke to the external circle, and now as we did earlier, we just need to transform the gradient using the gradient transform tool. Now let us save the file and just lock all the layers, and let us create a new layer. let's take that fill color and create one circle, a small circle at the intersection point. We just need to adjust that, the position of the circle, make it exactly center of the stage using that align panel. And now I just wanted to draw a line, but that line should be in a different layer. Let us create a new layer and let's drag that layer down to the small circle. And now let's draw a line. And now just save the file, go to file and save. Let's hide the guides. Let's hide the guides. Now we can see the line clearly, and let us make exactly center, horizontal center of the stage. Now I just want to select the bottom part of the line and increase the stroke weight. Total stroke weight is 3 pixels, and then now selected the bottom of the line, and then I made the stroke weight as 5 pixels. 6 pixels now. Now we can see the two different stroke weights on the same line. Let's select the complete line and convert to symbol. Select the symbol type as movie clip. And then click OK. Double click inside to change the position of the registration point. And now let us align the registration point to the center of the stage. Now once again, we need to save the file. Before that, we just need to apply the instance name to the symbol as line MC and then save the file. So all the layers are here on the timeline. And now I'm taking one that dynamic text field to display the number on the stage. Let us place the dynamic text field horizontal center. And now we need to change the color of the text to white, and let's embed the font. Let's make it bold, increase the font size to 40, and then take the sample number and then click embed to embed the font. Select 4 ranges, character ranges, and click OK. Now I just want to change the alpha of the text field to 40%. Let's save the file. And we just need to apply the instance name to the dynamic text field. Let's name it as timer.txt. Timer.txt will help us to show that countdown. Let's just save. Now it's time to create a base class for this assignment. Before creating a base class, let's create 3 buttons. Select the rectangle tool, choose the black as in fill color, and let's set the alpha value back to 100 and no stroke. Let us draw a small rectangle and let's apply label to this rectangle. We need to choose a static text. Let's change the font color to white and we need to type that start as a label and just adjusting the size. Select both the things and we just need to align together, and let us create duplicate copies of this for twice. We just need to have 2 more copies. First label is start and the second label is stop, and the third button label must be reset. Now we need to select each label and the rectangle and let's convert into a symbol, and we need to choose the type as button. Let's click OK. Select second and convert to symbol, click OK. Third rectangle as well, convert to symbol, click OK. Now we need to apply instance name to that each button. The first button name is start btn and the second button name is stop btn, and the third button name should be reset btn. Let's save the file once again. Now let's create a base class just by clicking on that pencil symbol from property panel and name it as timer methods. Click OK to create ActionScript file. Now let's save this ActionScript file as timer methods.as. Click save to save the file. Now we just need to define a timer object before the public function. Let me define the instance name of that my object as my timer and the type of that object as a timer equal to new timer. We just need to define that parameters. One is delay, second one is repeat count. Like to take the delay as in 1000 milliseconds and repeat count must be that 60. Let us define that one variable I, and data type must be number, and the initial value of that variable is 60. And let's get into the public function, which is by default function, and I would like to assign default I value to the text field. So let's find the text field instance name. It is timer.txt. Timer.txt dot text equal to I. Let's add the string method to convert that I into string to display that I value in timer text object. I dot toString. Let's save the file and let's check the preview now. Now we could see the default value of I as 60 in a dynamic text field. Now let's define event listeners to the three buttons. Let's start with that start button. Start button, start btn dot add event listener, mouse event, and let's define that mouse event on the header. Import flash events mouse event. Let's come back to the event listener, mouse event dot click, and let's define the function name start timer start. Now let's define another event listener for next button, which is start btn that add event listener. Let's take that same event as mouse event dot click, and let's define the function name as timer start. Let's follow the same thing to the last button, which is reset btn. Reset btn dot add event listener mouse event dot click, and let's apply the function name as timer reset. Let's save the file. We just need to recheck the button instance names. Let's go back to the base class, and we just need to assign timer event to the timer object also. My timer dot add event listener timer event dot timer timer update, which will help us to execute piece of code continuously for 60 times with a delay of 1 second. Now let's go out of the public function to define that private function for all these event listeners. First function, which is timer start, let's start with that private keyword, private function, and then timer start. We just need to define the type of event, mouse event. Now my timer dot start. Start is a method which will help us to start the timer. Let's define another function, private function and timer start. Let's define the event, mouse event. Now let's define the object name as my timer dot stop. Stop is another method which will stop the timer, and we can continue later. Let's define last function from this button group, which is private function timer reset is a function name. Again, same event type, mouse event, and let's apply the another method to the same timer object, my timer dot reset, which will reset the timer. Let's just save file and save. Now we need to define the function of the timer object, which is timer update. Private function timer update, and the event must be timer event now. Let's decrease the I value, I minus minus, which will help us to decrease that one value, one number from I for every execution. And then we need to assign that updated I value to that text box, which is timer.txt. Timer.txt.text equal to I.toString. And we just need to rotate the line also. Let's find the symbol name. It's line MC. Line MC dot rotation is equals to plus equal to 6. Every time that I would like to rotate it for that 6 degrees. For every execution, I would like to update that rotation value of line MC to 6 degrees. Let's save the file. Go to Control, click Test to check the preview. Click Start to start the timer. Oh, wow, we can see the timer now. It started and rotating the line 6 degrees for every execution, and it is decreasing that number, one number for every execution. Click Stop. It is stopped now. There is no update on the number and there is no rotation update even. Click Start to continue. We can see that timer execution started and value is getting continued. Now we can see the countdown till 0. Since that repeat count was 60, and my timer will execute this piece of code for 60 times, which we can see through that number started from 60 and ends with 0, which shows that number of executions. That we can see the value is 0 and timer is stopped. Now when we come for reset, it will reset the timer, but we need to reset the I value back to 60. Let's save the file. Along with the I value, when we reset the I value, that we are supposed to update the I value on the text field, which is timer.txt. Let's save the file and then test it again. Go to Control and Test. Let's click Start button to start the timer. Now we could see timer started and decreasing the number, updating the rotation value of the line, stop. Let's click Stop to stop, stopped it, and now once again click Start to continue, and let's click on Reset to reset the I value. But line rotation is not updated. It is also supposed to get reset to 0. We just updated that only I value and updating that I value from text field. But now that we need to adjust the rotation value of the line back to 0, line MC dot rotation is equals to 0, which is supposed to be part of the timer reset function. To set the line movie clip rotation value back to 0. I just added a comment. Let's save the file and test it now, going back to the control menu. Click start. It is started. We could see the timer update, line rotation update, number update. I stopped it and I clicked reset, and we could see the update. Line has gone back and then value also gone back to 60. It was reset to 60. Now click start to start. So this is how the timer works, and timer methods will help us to control the timer. Just changing the size of the text and color of the text, making it a bit bigger and aligning it center of the stage. We need to change the alpha of the text object. Let's save. Let's go back to that control to test the movie. You could see that number as in very big, and with less opacity. Save, test it again. Alright. Click start. It is started, and we could see that very big number on the stage, and it's very clear now. Decreasing that number, updating the rotation value of the movie clip. Click stop to stop the timer. Reset to go back. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.